discuss the Marine Urination Situation that's recently made headlines and news articles all over the internet and here on YouTube. And if you haven't already been made aware, a photograph and video of United States Marines was shown all over the news outlets, and in this piece of footage, these Marines, they were urinating on the corpses of dead people in Afghanistan. And I wanted to take some time to pontificate on these happenings and share my thoughts with you guys. I don't know if the corpses they were pissing on, if these corpses were civilians, if they were innocent civilians, or if they were enemy combatants. If these people were in fact innocent civilians, every fucking person that's ever been in the military who's not out of their fucking mind is going to condemn these soldiers. So that really doesn't even have to be fucking discussed. However, if they were enemy combatants, I see no fucking problem with what these soldiers did. Fucking A, I've done worse. Let me tell you something about being in the military. I was an R1 trainee. Never made it to an R1. I like when I say that sentence, though, to make it sound like I had actually made it to an R1 before I have to fucking tell you the truth and tell you that I failed miserably every fucking time I tried out for an R1. An R1 soldier is basically the greatest mimicist on the fucking planet. You can take an R1 soldier and place this soldier anywhere, and this soldier will know enough to fool easily entry level, maybe even a couple levels higher, people in that field. So an R1 soldier, you could just take him into an operating room and tell him, okay, make these people think you're a doctor and perform orthopedic surgery. And an R1 soldier will be able to pull out this facade and do a reasonably convincing job. Most people aren't aware of the Special Forces R1 ranking. They've heard of shit like Green Berets and Navy SEALs, but the secret R's, that's not so publicized. People ask me, Brett, aren't you afraid when you tell this shit of what's going to happen to you? Didn't you have to sign any type of fucking non-disclosure? And yeah, it's true. I did have to do all that dumb shit, but here's the thing. I know how the military thinks. If they take an action against me, they've made me legitimate. If they just sit there and don't do anything, I'm just some loon on the internet. So I feel pretty safe doing this. Anyhow, back to a fucking R1. An R1 has no gag reflex. That was one of the things I failed at. I could have no gag reflex at certain points during the day, or if I was, really angry about something. But an R1 can fucking just sit there and eat a bucket of fried chicken while watching Two Girls, One Cup, and it would have no fucking effect on an R1. They're fucking, yeah. I don't even have the words to describe what a fucking R1 is. If one ever decides he wants you dead, you're fucking dead. You're not going to stop an R1. As a matter of fact, you give me 5 R1s and I could take out cities easily. I could take the shit you saw on Rambo, I could do to a police force with 5 R1s. Like I said, I was a pre-R1. I was at a level where you could test for an R1 any fucking time you wanted. It was indefinite. You could just test back to back to back, and I would always fail. That said, I believe I should have an opinion that carries some weight when it comes to my opinion of military happenings. The way you win wars on the battlefield, technology aside, is to be in a state of savagery. It's a contest to see who can be the most fucking heartless, ruthless, savage, and those are the ones who usually win, technology aside. The reason Vietnam did so well in their fucking war is because they proved that they were willing to be more savage. I mean, it was basically like, look, We are willing to strap bombs to fucking babies and blow up our own fucking babies. United States, are you willing to do that? No, we're not willing to do that. You win. At the end of the day, that's war. It's whoever can be more of a savage. And when you're constantly striving to put yourself in that fucking mentality, pissing on a guy who was trying to kill you 5 minutes earlier is nothing. So, yeah, if you guys have a problem with that, then stop putting people in the wars. Because that's the reality of war, what you're seeing right there. A dude will piss on the guy he just killed like it's fucking nothing.